Hi, Barry Foster here, and welcome back to The Scottish Job. This is episode number 43 with Glenrothes. And today we've got that very big Scottish Cup fourth round match against Inverness at the Caledonian Stadium. But before we get to that match, just a little bit of news. We do have some player news. Looks like Ben Hammond, a young central defender who's only 19 and I think has done a really good job in the centre of defence. He's rating 7.34 in the league. Looks as though he's going to be leaving us. There is an offer from Bangor City, a professional side in Wales, and of course he's got a zero value, but he doesn't want to sign a new contract with us because, as he says here, I don't believe Glenrothes' squad is strong enough to play at a level matching my ambition. So I think he's going to be leaving us, which is a bit of a shame. And also another player who'll probably be going as well, that's Ryan Strachan. I'm not so concerned about this one. Largs Thistle would like to take him on loan till the end of the season. I've already said yes, mainly because I don't see Strachan having a future at Glenrothes. And I have brought into the club quite a few trialists, as you can see from those names in green, and quite a few can play centre of defence. So I think there will be some changes coming up in the next week because the transfer window will be closing in about a week's time. So that's about it with some of the happenings at the club since our last video. Today we've got that very big game against Inverness in the Scottish Cup fourth round. This is going to be a huge game, really for both sides, but especially for Glenrothes. We've never played a side as high as Inverness. They're a premiership side. Okay, they're struggling in the premiership, but they're still going to be a very, very good side to play against. So let's go and play this Scottish Cup fourth round match. And here's the lineup for today's game. Richardson in goal, Lawton, Watson, Hammond and Lumsden across our back line, with Motruck, King, Marshews and McLeod-Kay in midfield. Allen and Curry will lead the attacking line. And on the bench we'll have Goodman, Bell, Paver, O'Deep, Holasek, Lovett and Rio McAvoy. Unfortunately, Charlie Edwards is still not recovered from that twisted knee. I didn't think he would in 6 days' time, so he hasn't even made the bench. So let's go and chat to the boys. Well, certainly I'm not going to put any pressure on the boys today. I think the pressure is really on Inverness, so let's go and cause an upset if we can. I didn't like the assistant's recommendation, but fingers crossed. Anyway, it's Inverness playing in a very blue strip and they get the game underway. We're probably playing today before the biggest crowd we've ever played against. Not quite a full house. I don't think there's going to be any TV money in this, and that's Richardson coming off his line well. That's what we want him to do. We want him to be the sweeper keeper. And he'll certainly have a bit of competition for that position because we do have a trialist in who is a goalkeeper, and he'll be looking for a contract, no doubt. But anyway, Inverness with early possession I should say, and all Walsh. I think it was Walsh. Got himself into a good position, but he a rush of blood to the head sent his shot well and truly over the bar, but a free kick now for Inverness. And this is McDonald. Good run. Cuts it back. Gallagher. Now, oh, there it is. McGregor from just outside the penalty box. He's driven it past a whole group of players, and that's beaten Richardson, unfortunately. So an early goal for Inverness. McDonald, a good run to the byline. Gallagher, shot blocked. McGregor. I think Richardson was he was blocked there. He really couldn't see the ball coming until maybe the last second or two. So that was a little bit unfortunate. But anyway, an early goal in the game that always really opens a match up. But it's once again Inverness with early possession. Now this is Allardyce. Oh, good ball. Watson. Oh, well, he sent it over the bar. But that's Richardson must have got a hand to that, so they're going to get a corner. Now McDonald fires it in. Good header by Watson. But once again, Inverness keep possession. Now this is Allardyce playing it to McGregor, now Walsh. And knocking the ball around with a lot of swagger. Now this is Tate. Now back to Tate. Now McLeod Cave finally sends a good ball down to Curry. Now he's only got Allen in the centre. Now this is McLeod Cave playing it very safely back to Hammond, and that's the end of the highlight. I thought we might have had a shot at goal with that highlight, but it wasn't to be. So after maybe 10 minutes, it's Inverness, certainly doing well on the scoreboard and with the stats, but King, who's on a yellow already, and that's a poor bit of work there. We lost possession very cheaply. Now Inverness through Watson. Now this is Allardyce to McDonald. And he's looking for Archibald. That's a damn good pass. Oh boy, he tried to chip the keeper. Almost came off. But a very good clearance, but Watson, his cross is blocked. But unfortunately, it's Inverness with most of the possession. Oh, look at that. I don't think Richardson made any attempt to try and stop that. A pretty fierce shot from just outside the box. Let's have a look. I think the keeper just stood and watched it. Here he is. Well, yeah, that was a pretty poor effort by Richardson. I thought he would have done better there. So 2-0 to Inverness in the opening 14 minutes of the match. That's quite a steep mountain for us to climb now. But a long ball looking for Allen, but that was poorly directed. And I think we'll have to going to have to say something to the boys pretty soon, because if we concede a third, it will be all over Red Rover. And this is Archibald with another run. This is Tate. I think that was really a shot at goal, not a cross. And here we go with the shouts. Come on, boys, fire up. We're 2-0 down, not even 20 minutes into the match. And unfortunately, some of the players are not really coping with the match. And this is Gallagher, who sends a free kick just over the bar. Marsh Hughes sitting on 6.2. That is disappointing by our playmaker. We really need him to be playing well. In fact, right across the board, most players are not performing very well at all. Anyway, we're fast approaching half-time. Hopefully we'll not concede another goal before the break. But it's been a rather let's say disappointing opening 45 minutes. But anyway, this is Glenrothes currently with possession. Now this is Hammond to Lumsden. Thought he was going to look for his winger. Now Hammond looking for Curry. But they've lost possession. Now Archibald putting it through, a good one for O'Hara. And he puts it back to Archibald, but they've lost it. Now Marsh Hughes, he's on a yellow, and so is Adam King. So our two midfielders, both skating on thin ice with yellow cards. That's a good cut-out header by Watson. Now King, shocking pass. I don't know what he's trying to do there. And Richardson gets his hands to the ball and knocks it away for a corner. We'll talk about trying to gift Inverness with another goal. And Richardson punches it away. Now Motruck. He can maybe play it up to the striker, who probably should be Allen there. And he's lost possession in the end. Probably should have played it quickly. And that's half-time. Okay, not a bad crowd, 2,842. Only 57 have made the journey from Glenrothes. I thought a few more would have made the trip. 2-0 to Inverness. Let's go and chat to the boys. Well, I was very tempted to thrash the arms, but I won't. I think I'll just point the finger as usual and tell the boys what's going on. That was one of the worst halves of football I've ever seen. Well, certainly from Glenrothes. I think it was one of the worst halves of football. I know we can do much better than that. Hopefully we can do a lot better in the second half. We're probably lucky to be only 2 goals down, but a lot of the players have to perform much, much better. But we'll wait for another highlight. Certainly Luke Motruck, he's sitting on 6.7. He's done really the best out of the entire team on the park. But I can only substitute 3, not the whole team. Anyway, this is Motruck with a corner. And he sends it to the far post. Now King, he's going to have to be careful sitting on a yellow. Now Lawton playing it to Marsh Hughes. He hasn't done much playmaking today at all. Now Watson, got to somehow get the ball forward. At least they're keeping possession at the moment, but they're slowly inching backwards, which is, I don't really want to see that. And Watson plays it long in the end, and it does find McLeod K. Now Curry tries to slip it through to Allen. Oh, that's better work. And this is Curry. He could be in here. Oh, straight at the keeper. Well, at least they got a shot and they forced the keeper into a save. But that was a good opportunity to pull a goal back. But we're fast approaching 60 minutes, and I think we're going to have to make a couple of changes, and we'll just wait for this highlight to conclude. That's played straight down the park, but straight to an Inverness player. So Inverness with another opportunity to attack. Now this is Motruck. Okay, let's make a substitution or 2. I think we've got to get Marsh Hughes off at 6.1. That is certainly rather poor. So he's coming off the field, and that'll reduce one of our yellow cards now just down to 2. And gosh, who else would you like to take off? So many. And I think we're going to have to bring on a striker that can maybe do better. We'll gamble here. We'll bring on young McAvoy. He is pressing forward. So we'll see how the youngster handles the pressure of playing against a premiership side. But I wish I could have made more substitution than just 2. Anyway, Lumsden with a header. Now this is O'Hara playing it all the way back to Carson. All Inverness have to do in this game is really keep possession, play it safe, and they'll run out winners. They don't have to do much more at the moment. Certainly a 3rd goal will kill the tie off. Anyway, Carson will try and get his cross in, and he does. Oh, well cleared. Now, this is Marsh Hughes. Substitution has probably taken effect now. Gee, 18 shots to 1. Well, that tells a story. 61% possession, 7 corners to 1. All the match stats heavily favouring the home side. We'll demand more. The boys probably won't like that, but I don't care. And they've got another corner. Gullen sends it in. A little bit too deep for everyone. Now Smith playing it back to McGregor. He'll probably have a crack. No. Maybe Walsh. Back to Gullen. Oh, this is good work. Oh, well, the shot was blocked. Come on, this is Allen. That's it, McLeod K. An opportunity here for a counter-attack. McLeod K is normally a good player, and he immediately loses possession. Anyway, that's just played down the park, and Inverness keep possession once again. They're looking very difficult to break down. Now O'Hara, good ball to Gullen. Oh, well, Richardson made a good stop, and I think he's carried it out for a corner. So we're into the 73rd minute, and I must admit it's all Inverness, pretty much like the opening 45 minutes. And that's a good header by Hammond. Now King, he's got to play it out to McLeod K, but he's going to go for a gallop himself. And now he passes it all the way back to Lumsden, who obviously lumped it up to no one. End of our highlight. Well, that's pretty frustrating. Let's make one final substitution. Boy, oh boy, who should I maybe bring off? I mean, Jordan Allen's not doing well. I think we're going to have to bring on... I think we'll bring on young Harry Lovett for McLeod K. Let's see if Lovett can make some good runs down the right flank. But it's Inverness with the highlight and possession. We're into the 79th minute. And it looks as though the 2-goal lead at half-time is good enough to probably win this tie for Inverness. Now McDonald, now McGregor, now Holisek plays it long, good pass. This is Allen, can he find Lovett? Now he's got fresh legs, he's got plenty of room in front of him. We've got players coming into the box. He's got to get a good cross in. Well, he cuts it back. Oh, Holisek, well, you can't blame him. He went for it, but he just couldn't quite keep it down. But at least he had a shot. I'll give him full marks for that. And that's Matus Holisek, the young Slovak, who's just signed a new a contract with us. But it's Inverness, once again, holding possession, playing it long, but that'll be for Richardson, who hasn't really had the greatest of games. I must admit, the second goal, I was quite disappointed with his effort. He seemed to make hardly any effort to try and stop it. Anyway, this is good ball Gullen. He's been dangerous in this half, and he plays it back to McGregor. Now this is Smith. He'll have a crack, and he does. Oh well, Richardson, good save. I'll give him that. He palmed it over the bar. But another corner for Inverness, and Gullen takes it, but well headed away by Watson. We'll probably have, I reckon, a new teammate or two, and I think Gullen was offside there. So we're into the 80s now, still 2-0 to Inverness, and I really can't see poor old Glenrothes scoring even a consolation goal. But anyway, this is Lovett. Can he make a good run down this flank? Once again, he gives away possession very cheaply. We've seen that all too often in the game by quite a few of our players. And Inverness are just keeping possession. Well, good header by Hammond, now Holisek. Now this is McAvoy. He found Lovett. Now Holisek again. This is King. Allen. Oh, McAvoy is through the youngster. Oh, and he's put it wide. I think that was the opportunity to score, but the youngster just couldn't quite keep his composure, and he put it wide. Oh, I can't blame him. He's only young, but it was he caused the defence a few worries. Anyway, this is Luke Motruck looking for McAvoy. Decent header, but he just couldn't keep it down. So the youngster McAvoy is certainly having a decent match coming off the bench, which is good to see, but only 4 minutes of added time, and I think that's going to be it. I think it's going to be Inverness into the next round, and but it's been a good run, I must admit, in this cup competition for Glenrothes. It's just a shame that we didn't get to share some TV money, because that would have been very nice. And that's it, 2-0, all over. I think a very comprehensive win for Inverness, and looking at the match stats, really all the stats heavily in their favour. Possession at 60% and 11 corners to 1. McGregor and O'Hara doing the damage in the opening quarter of an hour of the game. Let's go and chat to the boys. Well, this might seem a little bit mean, but I'm going to point the finger and tell the boys I didn't like what I saw from the team, because I really think we could have played better than that. It's probably a little bit mean, but anyway, that's football. Okay, let's see what's going to happen next. And while we were playing Inverness, there were 4 games in the league, but those results, they don't really change the position that Glenrothes have. We're still sitting in 3rd position on 46 points. And if we have a look, our next game is in 7 days' time, a home game we're playing Kenaway, and that's in the South Challenge Cup 4th round. And as I said, I'll only show that particular competition if we make the semi-final stage. But looking ahead at the schedule, I think what we'll do, depending on what happens in that South Challenge Cup game, I'll probably come back for the Cali Braves game. That's a home game. That'll be a pretty important game, I think, for us. And I think with Civil Service, the Cumbernauld Colts and Gretna 2008, they're 3 games we need to pick up maximum points from, and just keep our fingers crossed that the teams ahead of us, like East Stirlingshire and the Berwick Rangers, and also the Cali Braves, all start to drop points and get beaten, but I got a feeling that's not quite going to happen. But that's the video for today. Unfortunately, a run in the Scottish Cup comes to an end at the hands of Inverness, 2-0. I guess it could have been worse, but I think the boys did have a very good run in that competition. So I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, please give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do. Until next time, I'm Barry Foster saying it's goodbye from me.